Hey guys, here's Dora from Ultimate Success Coaches. Hey, how are you doing? I hope it's okay at your side. Luckily here in the Netherlands the lockdown has ended, which means that several facilities are open. Yesterday I could go swimming the first time, so yeah, for that I'm really happy for that. I really missed it. But I know that in many countries across Europe, across the globe, are still some restrictions. So keep hanging in there. I hope that there will be soon some light at the end of the tunnel on your side as well. This week my weekly vlog is also a few days later because I had some issues at home. The plumber was along on Monday, so it was just a little bit crazy, but these things do happen, right? I'm sure everywhere. Last week's training was the best since my marathon mid-October. Last week was like 7 hours of training, and as this was the last week before my official Ironman 70.3 preparation, I was really happy that I could build up those hours, and I just felt better in general, so that's really fine. Now, as mentioned, yesterday I started my preparation for Ironman 70.3 West Friesland, which is a race here in the Netherlands, in Hoorn, quite a nice area. So this is my A race, of my first A race this year. I will really go through my preparation with you this week, which means I will put in all the details of the preparations. So I'm going to have 3 blocks of 4 weeks base trainings. Now in the base trainings in general you are building that aerobic base, lots of zone 2 trainings. It's key, absolutely, that work has to be in because that's just the basis. Of course it depends on your history, how much you will need of those preparations, but still if you have years long preparations, I would say still you need those weeks really to get there. You cannot skip this part, this is one of the major blocks. Now running, luckily I could do the past weeks really building up, so it means that as of this week I also start with 1 more quality training with short intervals, so nothing really major yet, but already getting that tempo up a bit. Now cycling, I skipped 4 months really, I started a few weeks ago, so that it means as well those 12 weeks of base trainings I'm really going for endurance cycling, going for those FTP build sessions. Now as mentioned, swimming I could just restart after 5-6 weeks of no swimming. I need the technique to come back, I need those speed skills to come back, so I'm really also focusing on technique in all 3 disciplines. And never forget strengths core training. That has to be also in your agenda at least once a week. That's my recommendation. So this will be the coming 12 weeks. I really hope that I can build up from week to week. Also, the 4th week is every time a rest and test week, less of the training and also going for some tests. Just check where I am on those sports. Luckily, basically mid-March is my first test race. That will be the end of my base 2 block, that will be a half marathon. So that's really great as well if you have basically an opportunity to go for a race in these first 12 weeks. Don't expect anything super special result, but it's also nice to check where you are. So for me that half marathon here in The Hague, hopefully going ahead, that will be really a good test. I'm really looking forward to it. Now after these 12 weeks, there will be a block of 2 times 4 weeks, and that's the build work when you are really going for that race specific intensity. I will also focus more on big sessions, though already in the base periods I love to have some big sessions, at least 1 per week. As mentioned also, my goal race this year on triathlon is a half distance, so it means already also as well in the build period I will do more and more zone 3 and zone 4 trainings, really focus on that. Strengths will be also less, core sessions will be less. In the base period I aim for 2 sessions in general. In the build period that will be also only 1 session in general. So that's also the build period. I really hope that in the build period, because it will be around April-May, I can already go also outside and do really some open water trainings, because to be honest with COVID, I feel that my swimming never came back to the pre-COVID stage, so that's what I definitely want to build this year, and that was also one of my 8 targets for 2022. You know, other video, link above. This is basically bringing us already to 20 weeks of training, so we are already beginning of June and my race is end of June. 3 more weeks to go! 2 weeks out of these 3 weeks is basically peak period. Now the peak period, you are really cutting off the amount of trainings, but it's getting just quicker, more in that zone, and also some more rest days. It's really personal, it's really individual what you prefer in your peak weeks. But what I'm usually doing is like 3 sessions, brick sessions even per week, so it's much more, and really focusing on the mental preparation as well. Eat well, rest well, and get there, mentally, physically for that race day. The last week before the race is of course race week, when you are just having some maintenance trainings, going for a half an hour run, an hour of cycling, with really like 10 minutes of intensive cycling, getting ready for your race. Feel the chill, really pack and go. So in big blocks, this is how my preparation until Ironman West Friesland looks like, and definitely I will keep you on this journey every week on that weekly vlog. It will be ideally every time Monday. So if you have any questions, just drop in the comment box below. I would be super happy to answer your questions and also include in my weekly vlog. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next video. Bye!